Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share a fun vlog with you. I'm going to be recording this week from Monday to Sunday what I read in a week. So I have a few books. I have a paper with my starting pages, my ending pages, like what page number I'm starting on, what page I'm ending on, and then how many pages I read each day. So let me tell you how this is going to work. Every single day, I'm gonna start reading. I'm gonna write down what page number I start on. I'm gonna, write what page I end on, and then I'm gonna come back the next day. So I'll come back tomorrow and tell you how much I read today, Monday. And then we'll do that for a week. We'll tally it all up and see how much I realistically read in a week. Now, obviously, I work for myself. I work from home. Every single work week looks different. Some weeks I have more work to do. Some weeks I have less work to do. Or maybe I'm just ahead. Some weeks I'm in a readathon. Some weeks I'm not. It really just depends what I have going on in my life. So let me tell you what I have going on in my life this week. Today is Monday. It's already 3:30 in the afternoon and I have read 0 pages. I'm starting now because I'm in the mood to read right now for a little bit. And then I also have to record for my podcast tonight. Tuesday, I don't really have anything going on. Wednesday, I'm doing a fun Halloween cook with me / reading sprints with my patrons. Thursday, I'm doing reading sprints with Keisha. Friday, I don't think I have anything. And this weekend, I don't think I have anything major going on, except for like church and all the normal things. But, so we're gonna see how much I actually get read this week. So what I have already started these books. The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I am annotating it, which makes me go a little bit slower than normal when I read, but I still fly through her books just because I need to know. I am on chapter 13, page 61 right now. So, 61. That's where I am in that one. Okay, I'm also currently reading The Well-Watered Woman. This is a Christian fiction, kind of devotional, I don't know, spiritual, like, I don't know, just, I love it. I am currently on chapter 11, page 181 in this one. And in the off chance that I finish these, which I should, that's the goal, I would also like to finish this one. I have not started it yet. We used to live here. I'm reading this for the Night Owl Book Club, which the discussion is the last Sunday of the month. We're doing a double header. I've already read So Thirsty. I need to read this one too, but this is where we are starting. So I'm not gonna start this one until after I finish these, but I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna read a little bit and I'm gonna keep track of everything on my little sheet. You probably can't even see it. There you go. So I wrote everything down so I can keep track. And I think I'm gonna start with The Well-Watered Woman and read at least a chapter or 2 in this. And then I don't even know how many chapters. Okay, I'm on chapter 11. I don't even know how many chapters there are. Maybe I should figure that out. Does it say? Okay. Oh, there's only 11 chapters? Oh no, okay. There's 16 chapters. Okay, so I still have a few to go. But let's start with the Christian word and then we'll move on to this. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I read a chapter of this. Guys, if you're looking for a devotional, let it be this. This is such a good, even though it's not technically a Bible study, it feels like a Bible study because she uses so much scripture to back up what she's saying. So if you're looking for something like that, check it out. My friend Wendy got me this for my baptism, and it was so sweet. But I made it to page 195, and I wrote it in pencil, so if I do read more in this today, I can erase. Okay, now we're starting on page 61 of this. Yay! Good morning, friends. Very unconventional week when I'm supposed to be showing you how much I read in a week. So an unconventional week for sure. Daniel's out of town. I'm staying at the Virginia Beach house. Charlie is not feeling well, and I'm gonna have to call the vet this morning. This week is just not going as planned. So that's definitely affecting my reading, but it's always something, right? It's always something, whether it's work or family or other interests and hobbies, or you're sick or you just don't feel like reading or whatever. Is there like a normal week anymore? No, there's not. So just keep that in mind that I'm showing you what I'm reading this week, how much I'm reading this week, you know? I'm just worried about my girl. My husband's out of town. We're just a big mess over here, aren't we, Charlie? Okay, great news though. So yesterday I read 14 pages in the Well-Watered Woman. I went from page 181 to 195, so I read a chapter. I'm really enjoying this. It's really speaking to me personally. She uses scripture to back up everything that she's talking about. She uses a lot of like gardening and plant metaphors to relate to anxiety and personal growth and all of those things. So it really does speak to me because I also love to garden and be outside in nature and stuff like that. So I'm really enjoying that. And then I switched over to the Brothers Hawthorne, and I read exactly 100 pages. That was not planned at all, but that's what organically happened. I started on page 61 and I read to page 161. And I started on a chapter and I ended, you know, like I'm starting another chapter, chapter 34. I am just shocked that I read exactly 100 pages. But I did join Jesse's reading sprints last night. She had on Jules. So I recorded the podcast with Summer. That went really great. I'm actually going to be editing that today. And then, then I jumped on reading sprints, kind of joined for the very last sprint. And then pretty much after sprints were over, I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and clock my pages. And it was exactly 100. So I was like, wow. So that's where I'm at, 114 pages on Monday. And we'll see what's going to happen today. It all depends on how fast I can edit the podcast episode and what's going on with Charlie. I have to take her to the vet. And of course, our vet doesn't open for another 23 minutes. So I have to call them in 23 minutes and then hopefully get her in as soon as possible. So between editing and vet stuff and just taking care of her in general, I don't know how much I'll get read today, but we shall see. So I will check in with you tomorrow. I will write down the pages where I am today. I'm on page 161 of the Brothers Hawthorne and page 195 of the Well-Watered Woman. So I'll check in with you tomorrow. Good morning and happy Wednesday. I can already tell that this week is not turning out how I wanted, but that's fine. We're still forging ahead with how much I realistically read in a week. Like I said at the beginning, every single week is different. Every single week presents its own set of challenges. And this week, my husband being gone, Charlie being hurt, you know, it's just not setting the correct vibes that I had intended. So I will definitely have to do this video at least one more time to kind of give you like a more broader like sense of, you know, things. But Yesterday, I managed to read more of The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I did not pick up and read The Well-Watered Woman yesterday, so I've been keeping track. So yesterday I started on page 161 and I read to page 270 last night. So I'm on chapter 56. Which means I read 109 pages yesterday and then 0 from The Well-Watered Woman. So Monday I read 114. On Tuesday I read 109, so almost the same amount of pages. If I would have read a chapter from The Well-Watered Woman, it probably would have been even closer. But yeah, so that's where we're starting today. I'm really loving this book. I'd like to finish this book up if possible today. I do have reading sprints on my Patreon tonight. We're also making a fun Halloween treat, so I'm really looking forward to that. So today I have to go out to the store. So my plan is Charlie has x-rays today. I know I told you that she was acting a little funny and not feeling well. I took her to the vet yesterday. They put her on several pain medications, and now I have to take her back to the vet today for some x-rays. They do have to kind of give her this like cocktail that kind of like knocks her out. I'm a little nervous about it, but it is what it is. Yeah, so Charlie's x-rays, go to the store, get the stuff to make the Halloween treat, reading sprints tonight, and hopefully finishing this before reading sprints. So I will update you tomorrow with what I read, and hopefully I have a big number for you tomorrow. Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. I'm here with my Wednesday update. I finished The Brothers Hawthorne yesterday by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I had so much fun with this. I really just buckled down and finished it. I did annotate along the way. I love this series so much, and I hope I love the spinoff series just as much. Next month, we're going to read The Grandest Game, which is crazy to think about. The Grandest Game, and then we're gonna read Games Untold, and then we're just gonna be waiting for the next book. So we're almost through the books that are published so far. But yeah, I had so much fun reading this. So by completing this book, I read 199 pages of this. So that's already amazing. But I told you last night I had reading sprints with my patrons, and we also made like a fun Halloween treat, which was a lot of fun. So we did that. And for reading sprints, I started We Used to Live Here by Marcus Clywer, and I made a huge dent in this. Did I already take out my... I'm on page 149, which means I read 148 pages of this. My total between both of these books yesterday is 346 pages. So if you combine Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm sitting at 570 pages for the week so far, which is amazing. And I'm so proud of myself, especially with everything I was dealing with this early part of the week. But now we are back on track. It is Thursday, and my goal is to finish this today. I do have a chiropractor appointment, but I also have reading sprints with Keisha tonight, so, and some other friends. But I'm gonna hopefully finish this. I also want to finally read more of The Well-Watered Woman, because I didn't read any of that the last 2 days. So I really kind of need to catch up in that. So read this, The Well-Watered Woman, and then we'll see what happens from there. But I'm doing great. What do you think? Do you think I'd be this far in? Do you think I'd be further? Let me know. But yeah, all right, let's go off and conquer the day. Hello friends, happy Friday, TGIF, seriously, TGIF. I have a reading update for you, my Thursday reading update. So yesterday I started with We Used to Live Here by Marcus Clywer, and I read 190 pages no, 160 pages. So I finished this up yesterday. I read 160 pages to finish it out. I really enjoyed it. I'm rating the story 4 stars. I really loved the decoding aspect of it. I'm also very excited because I think it makes a very good book discussion. And not only am I talking about it in my Night Owl book club, but I'm also going to be discussing it in my in-person book club. So I'm very excited about that because yeah, the ending, we definitely need to talk about it. And then last night I joined reading sprints with Keisha, Gabby, Hannah, and Elise, and I started One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, which is a YA fantasy book, and I made it to page 128. So I read 127 pages of this. So far, so good. It's fantasy. I don't read a lot of fantasy, but I'm gonna, you know, continue. And then that's what I'll be reading today. And then right before bed, I did manage to read a little bit more of The Well-Watered Woman. So I only have a little bit to go. I might actually start the day with this and finish this out today, but I read 32 pages of this. So I read 160 pages, then I read 127 pages, and then I read 32 pages, for a grand total of 319 pages yesterday. So that's pretty awesome. That's basically like a book. So yeah, I will continue reading today. Obviously, I'll probably start with this and try to finish it up today. And then I'd like to make a big dent into this, possibly finish it up this weekend would be great. But yeah, that's the reading update for Thursday. I'll see you guys tomorrow with today's reading updates. Yeah, see you then. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I need to calculate what I read yesterday. I finished The Well-Watered Woman by reading 49 pages, and I loved this. I can't thank Wendy enough for sending it my way. She's where I actually got the recommendation from, and I added it to my wish list, and then she sent it to me. That was so kind. But I really loved the imagery and metaphors that the author used with like flowers and gardening and growing, and how, you know, things take time. And she also backed up everything she was saying with scripture. I wasn't going to highlight in it because I just think it's so pretty, but I did end up highlighting and just marking things up because it's something I'm going to want to return to, specifically like the things that I highlighted and stuff. So 5 stars for this one, 49 pages for this one. And then I did read a little bit in One Dark Window. I went from page 128 to 169. So I read 40 pages. Yeah. Okay. Let me write that down. With my little spooky pen that I have here that I got from my friend Jules. She's going to start selling these, so you need to reach out to her at Jules Books and Things. I ended on page 169, and that means I read 40 pages. That means I read 89 pages yesterday, which is my lowest of the week. It is Saturday, and typically, like, depending on how Friday goes, Friday can either be a really high reading day or a really low reading day. Same thing with the weekends. It depends on what I have going on. I am going out this afternoon, and then Sunday is kind of filled with church and stuff like that. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Happy Sunday. I have to make this quick because I have to get ready for church, but I did want to check in with a reading update and let you know that I barely read anything yesterday. Okay, I'm making my way through this book. I am. I'm on page 253, so I don't have much longer to go. I am hoping to finish this up today after church. We'll see how that happens. But yesterday, I read 84 pages. 84 pages. And, okay, the morning I spent playing video games with my husband. The afternoon well, I read a little bit of this. And then in the afternoon, I went to this new independent bookstore with some members of my book club. There were 5 of us in total that went to go check out Juan's books. And yeah. Then after that, we were going to go to Crudo Nudo. That didn't work out. We were going to go to Toast. That didn't work out. So we decided to go to Union Taco in Norfolk. I've been to the Chesapeake location several times. Never been to the Norfolk location. And it was the worst service I've ever had in a very long time. It took us approximately an hour to get our drinks and another hour to get our food. And most of us, 3 out of the 5 of us, ordered appetizers. And then the other 2 girlies got tacos. One person got 2 tacos, one person got 1 taco. So, and we had to send back multiple drink orders. So it was terrible service, but it wasn't like the server's fault, you know? It was the business's fault for not staffing better and not making better drinks, you know? But yeah, so I was gone from about 2 o'clock until 6:30, 6:45. So for 4 hours, I wasn't reading. And then when I got home, I was, you know, spending time with my husband again. So I didn't get time to get back to this, which is fine. But the goal, finish this today, and I will call this week a success. So I will check back in tomorrow for our final update, and we'll calculate all of the numbers again and see how much I read this week. Okay friends, it is Monday. Happy Monday. I am here to wrap up this project, this week long, how much I realistically read in a week. This was not me pushing myself. This was not me reading as much as I possibly could. This was just me organically living my life, seeing how much I read from day to day, and looking back where we started on last Monday at the Virginia Beach house, and how that all went down with Charlie, and then coming home. This week has felt so long, but I did manage to finish One Dark Window yesterday, which means I read 139 pages yesterday, which is awesome. But I thought we could just take a flashback of what I read throughout the week. So I started with The Brothers Hawthorne, and then also I was working on The Well-Watered Woman. And then once I finished The Brothers Hawthorne, I went into We Used to Live Here, and I was still working on The Well-Watered Woman, and I think I finished that, and then I went into One Dark Window. So I managed to get 4 books off of my TBR. Now, I didn't start The Brothers Hawthorne like on page 1. I started on page 61. So I read a grand total, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Of 1,201 pages this week. So woohoo! I'm so excited. If you want the final breakdown by day, Monday I read 114 pages, Tuesday I read 109 pages, Wednesday I read 347 pages, Thursday I read 319 pages, Friday 89 pages, Saturday 84 pages, and Sunday 139 pages. Oh, did I say 136? I meant 139. Anyway, so my grand total is 1,201 pages for the week. So thanks for watching this video. Maybe it gives you some insight how I schedule my weeks, or how I scheduled this past reading week. If you want me to do this again, maybe a different season, or see how much I can possibly read in a week or something like that, let me know down in the comment section down below. Like I said, every week is different, so this was just a fun way to mood read, but also just share like how much I realistically read in a week with you. But that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having a lovely day or night, and I'll see you guys again in another video very soon. Bye. Bye, friends.